What's up, YouTube? It's me, Uber out here, and finally, I'm ready because I finally did it. Finally got it up. The Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire first random battle of the playlist, and finally, I got a battle against my good friend Eevee Knight. He is bringing the Vaporeon in this battle, and you're gonna see my team has like 3 water types. I can't even deal with that thing. But we're just gonna get ready to hop in this battle. His team is very interesting. I'm gonna tell you right here, it's not even an official match anymore because of what that Smirgle has. So he's gonna bring in Fear My Jingle, the Clefly. I'm gonna bring in Baby America. I don't want to get T-Waved on turn 1, so I have to switch out right into my Chinchou to shine the way. So he's gonna set up Reflect here, so that made me think, okay, he has to be dual screen variant, but I still don't know if he's carrying T-Wave or not because he didn't go straight for it. So I'm gonna get the Soak off, make him a pure water type in case he's running Flash or anything else, just be weird, and just let me get some major Volt Switch damage off him. But I wanted to go for Skull first, just in case he wants to switch out. And now he's gonna go into Don't See Me, the Vaporeon. And right here, I decided to go for Scald again because I wanted to burn Clefly, just try to get some type of residual damage on, because dual screen variants, they don't have that much recovery. So getting any type of residual damage off of him will be good. So he's gonna bring a Vaporeon. I have to Volt Switch out. I can't do anything to this team. There's no point in soaking it. All I have is Heal Bell and Volt Switch and Skull. So my Corsola, Sea Rocky here is gonna come in. It's gonna get poisoned. It matters a little bit based on his team, as you're gonna see later, but right now it doesn't matter too much. I mean, it cancels out my leftovers, but I do carry Regenerate on this set. But this set doesn't do much. It's just to set up Stealth Rocks. Like, this Corsola really has nothing but to just set up Stealth Rocks and just spam Scald a little bit. So he's gonna bring Scolipede, this speed, and as soon as I saw the first move that this thing did, it made me remember the set. As soon as this man went for the Iron Defense, I almost thought he was with Time Pass, but he is the stally set that sometimes I hate fighting, but it is annoying as crap. So I am able to burn this thing, which puts this thing on a timer as well as I'm on a timer, but it is on a burn timer, so it's weaker, so it can't do as much damage. And Black Sludge, I don't remember if he had it or not, really won't heal it anyway. So I get to go and shine the way here now, because I am carrying max HP and I do carry the Heal Bell. He's going for Steamroll, do nothing to me, and he's just going to a little Black Sludge recovery, but Burn is just going to cancel it out and do a little bit more. Reflect finally wears out here, so next thing that has to wear out is the Light Scream, and I was waiting for that. So Shine Away is finally back in. I'm going for Soak just to stop this thing Steamroller so it's not a bug or poison type anymore. So I'm able to, and then Burn's just going to put it down in range of, since the Light Screen going out, a Volt Switch. So he's going to go for Toxic here, finally able to poison my Chinchou. Like I said, I never revealed that I had Heal Bell yet, so I'm able to hit this thing with a Volt Switch, knock it out. Surprisingly, I mean, wasn't expecting 100%. Thought he was Spadef or something a little bit, but I was able to knock it out. So I wasn't even bringing Swag Ghana because I'm flying with the swag, and he's gonna bring in Let's Paint, and this thing is terrifying. I'm gonna go for Defog. Gotta get these spikes off the field, but I do lose my rocks. He's gonna go for Sheer Cold. Like I said, this is not an official Smogon match, so it is allowed. It is not an automatic loss. He's gonna go for Horn Drill, even made me more scared. So since he has a speed boost up, and I'm able to burn this thing. It's on the timer too, but since it's a one-hit KO Pokemon, it doesn't even care about a timer. He gets another speed boost and the exact same special attack drop, and he's able to launch another Sheer Cold, but he misses again, and I was like, oh my gosh. Swag Ghana with the swag, dodging the Sheer Colds and the Horn Drills. So I was able to set up a Tailwind just to boost up the speed of my team a little bit, and I was actually trying to sack my Corsola here so I can get a free switch into someone else who could take advantage of this Tailwind. But unfortunately, he misses the Sheer Cold. That's that one time you want that attack to hit, and it misses. So unfortunately now, Corsola has to stay in here. But at least I'm able to use Corsola to set my rocks back up. And then finally, he's going to bring in Snake, the Survivor, set up the Venom Drench. Going to lower the attack on my Corsola, which sucks. I'm going to hit this thing with a Bulldoze. Just going to lower the speed a little bit. But it doesn't even matter because this thing is extremely bulky. Corsola is extremely slow, especially since I'm running Quiet Nature. No, Sassy Nature. And now he's gonna go for Night Slash. It's gonna do a little bit amount of damage, not that much. I'm gonna go for Stealth Rocks, finally get these rocks up. So now his thing's at -1 speed, got rocks up, so he's slower than the rest of my team, but I didn't really get to take advantage of my Tailwind. As you see here, it finally peters out. Now he goes and he switches his Snake out and goes into Love Bunny, the Low Bunny, and my boy Eevee Knight always surprises me with something new in a battle. I didn't expect him to even carry High Jump Kick on his Low Bunny, and I had pulled the double switch, because I thought, I could deal with that Sniper, but I couldn't. So I have to switch right back out into Corsola, get a smaller amount of regenerated boost back. But he's gonna go for Fake Out. He didn't Mega Evolve yet because he actually didn't click the button by accident, but now he is going to Mega Evolve. And right here, he's just gonna go straight for the high jump kick. Wasn't expecting to have it. He's usually the type of guy that runs Drain Punch. Doesn't even like the weird high jump kick that if you miss, you lose so much health. So now I'm going to Shine Away. I felt though that maybe I could take one hit from this thing, and he actually probably thought so too. So he brought in Fear My Jingles so he can get his screens back up. So I am going to fire off a Scald here. Fortunately, I don't get the burning, and I decided, okay, he's going to set up spikes, so I have to just weaken this thing again. So I decided to go for Heal Bell first to heal the poison on both my only my Shine Away. He's going for spikes again, and that doesn't matter too much because I still do have Swargana in the back with Defog. And unfortunately, I'm still not able to burn this thing. Now he's gonna set up a light screen, so these Scalds ain't gonna do anything. But I'm gonna go for World Switch because I was predicting Vaporeon to switch in, because I thought maybe I can get Swargana in and I could definitely defog on Vaporeon as long as it wasn't an Acid Armor variant. So Swargana's in, it defog, got rid of his screen and the spikes and my rocks too, and I don't have Corsola anymore, so I can't get those rocks back up. So I have no hazards for this battle. He still has Clefly at a good amount of HP. He did reveal the Draining Kiss as his last move, so he does not have T-Wave. So he's able to start healing off Draining Kiss. And Draining Kiss still doesn't do too much to my Swargana, so he doesn't heal off too much. And I am carrying a lot of HP, so he still can take a good amount. So he has to switch his Fear My Jingles on. He doesn't want this thing to be burned, and he doesn't want to lose it yet. And he goes into Don't See Me, the Vaporeon. I'm just going to fire off a Scald. It still does nothing to this thing. This Vaporeon is just so bulky, and even as you can notice here, it is a hydration variant. So it could definitely set up rain. If I was even to burn it, it wouldn't even care. So I have to go into Baby America and just have to pull the switch in because I was predicting the Rain Dance or the Toxic. And now I'm just hoping at this point that I don't miss, because I am a Hustle Rufflet and I really don't want to miss because it would matter. So I'm going to launch a Brave Bird. This is a Hustle Bird for Brave Bird, and it just does a ton of damage. Vaporeon having a high HP stat, taking that much damage was great because now it's in range of almost any attack from anyone on my team, was barring Swargana, of course. So I'm gonna bring in Dual Blade, and basically I just have to click Facade here. It's the only attack I had. I was hoping it had knocked out. I almost got scared for a sec, but I am running a Life Orb, not an Eviolite, and I didn't want to set up Dragon Dance. So like I said, he could just rest, and I can't even beat this Clefly he has because I only carry Facade that can hit it. Poison Jab and Outrage do nothing. There's no point in Dragon Dancing, and he sets a Reflect. I bring in Litleo, my Simba, and now it's like, I know I'm in the rain, but I can still hit this thing on a couple flame charges just to start outspeeding that low punny in the back. So now I'm just going to keep flame charging here. He's going to switch Fear My Jingle out and get that free switch in back into Snake, who is behind a Reflect now, so he can definitely eat these up. And he's behind a Light Screen too, because now I'm revealed that I am a mixed variant. I do carry Fire Blast. I have a little bit of special attack investment to have enough of that. I run less attack and more special attack because, I have Moxie that can give me that. And it's supposed to be a sweeper, but this is a Litleo, so it's not gonna do that much. But luckily, Survivor's not that bulky. So now I have to go for my second stab, my Secret Power. I couldn't think of anything else to give this thing, so I thought Secret Power might be good, especially they can get paralyzed in Wi-Fi battles, and I don't get paralyzed. He gives me Night Slash, does a lot of damage, poisoned, and I'm getting off track here. So let me catch up with the battle. So I'm gonna go for Fire Blast here just to get even more damage, and that's just gonna weaken Survivor. And he's just gonna coil. I guess he was predicting me to switch out, and because he could Venom Drench me there, and basically I won't be able to do anything, but he can just coil up for free. So now I'll go for Secret Power just to knock out Snake, and finally I get one Moxie boost. But that doesn't even matter because this thing can't still knock out anything because he still has that Reflect up. And as you can see here, the most changing thing in this battle happened. I'm gonna go for Fire Blast. It's gonna launch. It's gonna hit Low Punny right in the face, and it's gonna burn it. And that just, in my opinion, seals it up, because now everything in my team kind of lives in attack from this thing, and now I can go in the Shine Away and to make sure that everything in my team lives in attack from this thing. He's gonna go for a high jump kick. I'm gonna live it with Sliver HP, and I'm gonna soak this thing, making this thing into a water type. So now there is no more stab and high jump kick, no more stab, dizzy punch. So I am free to go into Fracture and basically seal up the game by just clicking Dragon Dance. It's what I would have did, but knowing that he's not normal, I didn't want to take a chance of him being some weird set. And he does reveal to have the Healing Wish, so I'm happy I didn't even, well actually I could have clicked Dragon Dance, but it still wouldn't have helped me because his last Pokemon is Fear My Jingles, and that's a fairy steel type. I can't touch this thing at all except for Facade. And you can see here, Facade does like 2, 3, 4, 5, but it does nothing. And his Draining Kiss is gonna do a lot. Put me down to 15 HP, which is near one more life orb hit. I still got 15 HP, so I can still live one more life orb. But it doesn't even matter. Facade's gonna put me to 1 HP, and he's just gonna Draining Kiss. But luckily, that does waste the PP on his Draining Kiss, because the game is basically over here because I bring in Swagana in to show off my swag, and I can just start firing out skulls, basically to burn this thing. He would have told me later that his only attack on this Kukui, which we all know now, is Draining Kiss, and he does not have any power point outs on his Draining Kiss at all, so he really only has about 10. And even if he did, I do carry Roost on this thing. If I burn this thing, I would be able to beat it one-on-one, even though I think really these are both our last Pokemon too, so that definitely was able to seal up the game like that. So definitely GG. All I gotta say is shout out to Eevee Knight. He's like a good friend of mine. It was definitely a fun battle. Like I said, it was very close too. It really came down to the last Pokemon matchup being Swagana versus Kukui, and that Fire Blast burn. That was one lucky burn. Basically, I only lost one battle with this team, but it wasn't as funny as this one. I even had a battle, or I even made a Heatran into a water type. I'm still thinking about putting that one up, making a Heatran into a water type and then burning it. But that doesn't matter now. Like I said, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video, hopefully the next random battle. So see ya.